Today, I need to talk to you about something really important, something that a lot of men struggle with but don't always want to admit. If your woman does these things, it might be time to walk away. Now, before we dive in, tell me where you're watching from in the comments below. And if you find this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. It helps more men like you find this conversation. All right, let's get into it. Here's the thing. At this stage of life, your time is precious. You don't have years to waste on someone who's stringing you along or playing games. I know it can be tricky. One day she's warm, the next day she's cold. You're left wondering, is she interested, or is she just keeping me around as a backup? Gentlemen, you deserve clarity. You deserve someone who's all in, not someone who's halfway out the door. So, I'm going to give you 7 clear signs that she's not as invested as you are, and if you recognize these patterns, it's time to have an honest conversation with her and with yourself. Sign number 1, she takes forever to get back to you. Look, I get it. People get busy, life happens, maybe she's working, running errands, dealing with family stuff, that's normal. But here's the difference. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she makes time to respond. She doesn't leave you hanging for days. Here's a good rule of thumb. If you reach out to her, whether it's a text, a call, whatever, and you don't hear back within 24 hours, that's a red flag. Now, I'm not saying she needs to respond instantly, but if it's been a full day and she hasn't even acknowledged your message, chances are you're not a priority. A woman who cares about you will find a moment to check in, even if it's just a quick text saying, "Hey, I'm swamped today, but I'll call you later." That's respect. That's interest. But if she's consistently leaving you on read or taking days to respond with no explanation, brother, she's not that into you. Don't waste your time chasing someone who doesn't value your effort. You deserve better than that. Sign number 2, she cancels plans repeatedly. This one is huge. You ask her out for dinner on Monday. She says yes. Then last minute something comes up. Okay, fair enough, things happen. So you try again. You suggest lunch on Wednesday. She agrees. Then once again, something comes up. Gentlemen, if this becomes a pattern, if every time you make plans she cancels, she's not interested. Here's the reality. When a woman wants to see you, she makes it happen. She doesn't keep finding excuses. She prioritizes you. Now, I'm not saying she should drop everything the moment you call, but if she's genuinely excited about spending time with you, she'll find a way to make it work. If you're constantly rescheduling, constantly being pushed to the back burner, that's not respect. That's disinterest. And you deserve someone who's eager to see you, not someone who treats you like an obligation. Sign number 3, she calls you a friend. This one stings, but it's important. Let's say you've been seeing this woman for a while. Things seem to be going well. You think you're in a relationship. Then one day, you're out together, and she introduces you to her friends as my friend. Gentlemen, believe her. If she's calling you a friend, that's how she sees you. She's not playing coy, she's not testing you, she's telling you the truth. Now, I know some men think, well, maybe she's just not ready to make it public yet. And sure, that's possible. But if it's been months and she's still introducing you as a friend, she's keeping her options open. You deserve someone who's proud to call you her partner, someone who doesn't hide the relationship or downplay what you mean to her. If she's not there yet and shows no sign of getting there, it's time to move on. Sign number 4, she says she's not ready. Here's another tough one. She tells you she's not ready for a serious relationship. She wants to take things slow. She wants to see where this goes. Gentlemen, when a woman says that, believe her. Don't take it as a challenge. Don't think, oh, if I just work harder, if I'm more romantic, if I prove myself, she'll come around. That's not how it works. When someone tells you they're not ready, they're giving you valuable information, and you need to listen. Now, does that mean she'll never be ready? Maybe not, but the question is, how long are you willing to wait? You're at a stage in life where you don't have time to waste on someone who's unsure. You deserve someone who knows what she wants and knows she wants you. If she's not there, don't stick around hoping she'll change her mind. Move on and find someone who's ready to meet you where you are. Sign number 5, you're always the one initiating contact. This is a big one, and it's something a lot of men overlook. If you go through your text messages or call history and you realize that you're always the one reaching out first, that's a problem. Sure, some women like to let the man take the lead. That's fine, but there's a difference between letting you lead and showing zero initiative. If she never texts you first, if she never calls just to check in, if you're always the one saying good morning or how was your day, she's not invested. A woman who cares about you will reach out. She'll want to hear from you. She'll make an effort to stay connected. But if you're doing all the work and she's just along for the ride, you're wasting your time. Brother, you deserve someone who's as excited to talk to you as you are to talk to her. Sign number 6, she goes vague when you try to take things deeper. Here's what I mean by this. You try to move the relationship forward. Maybe you tell her how you feel. Maybe you compliment her. Maybe you suggest taking things to the next level. And she deflects. She laughs it off. She changes the subject. She acts like you didn't say anything serious. Gentlemen, that's not shyness. That's avoidance. Some women don't want to be direct because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So instead of saying, I'm not interested in a relationship, they just don't engage. They make light of your feelings. They downplay your intentions. They keep things surface level because they're hoping you'll take the hint and back off. If that's happening, pay attention. You deserve someone who takes your feelings seriously. Someone who respects your vulnerability. Someone who's willing to have real, honest conversations about where the relationship is going. If she's not willing to do that, she's not the one. Sign number 7, she constantly leaves you on read. All right, this last one is pretty straightforward. You send her a message, she reads it, and then nothing, no response. Now, like I said earlier, people get busy, and sure, sometimes you read a message and forget to respond. That happens. But if this is a consistent pattern, if she's regularly reading your messages and not responding for days, that's disrespect. Think about it. At the end of the day, when she's lying in bed scrolling through her phone, she's seeing your message, and she's choosing not to respond. That's not forgetfulness. That's a choice. And it tells you everything you need to know about how much she values you. Brother, if you're constantly being left on red, stop waiting around. You deserve someone who's excited to hear from you, not someone who treats your messages like an afterthought. Here's a bonus tip that I think is really important. Pay attention to her body language. Words can lie, but the body doesn't. If you're sitting next to her and she's physically pulling away, that's a sign. If you're talking to her and she's yawning, looking around, checking her phone, that's a sign. If her body is turned away from you, if she's not making eye contact, if she seems distracted or bored, believe what you're seeing. You don't need to be a mind reader. The signals are there. You just have to be willing to see them. And if what you're seeing is disinterest, don't ignore it. Don't make excuses. Don't convince yourself it'll get better. Trust what your gut is telling you. So there you have it. 7 clear signs that she's not as invested as you are. Now, I want to be honest with you. If you're seeing these patterns, it's time to walk away. Not because you're giving up, but because you're choosing yourself. You deserve someone who values your time, someone who's excited to be with you, someone who doesn't make you question where you stand. And here's the thing. At this stage of life, you don't have time to waste on someone who's halfway in and halfway out. You've worked hard. You've built a life. You've earned the right to be with someone who sees your worth and treats you accordingly. Don't settle for less just because you're afraid of being alone. Being alone is better than being with someone who doesn't appreciate you. And trust me, there's someone out there who will. Gentlemen, relationships should add to your life, not drain it. They should bring you peace, not stress. They should make you feel valued, not overlooked. If the woman you're with isn't doing that, if she's showing these signs, it's time to have an honest conversation. And if things don't change, it's time to move on. You deserve better, and better is out there.